I will tell you an ancient Hindu parable. A great saint, Narada, was going to paradise. He used to travel between the paradise and the earth. He used to function like a postman between that world and this world. He was a bridge. He came across an ancient sage, very old, doing his transcendental meditation under a tree, repeating his mantra. He had been repeating that mantra for many years and many lives. Narada asked him, "Would you like to inquire about something? Would you like to send some message to be given to the Lord?" The man opened his eyes and said, "Just to inquire about one thing. How much longer do I have to wait? How long?" Tell him, "This is too much. For many lives I have been doing this mantra. Now, how long am I expected to do it? Just ask this. I am tired of it. I am bored with it." Just by the side of the ancient sage, underneath tree, another tree, was a young man with an ektara, a one-stringed instrument. Playing it and dancing must have been a kind of ball. Narada asked him jokingly, "Would you also like to inquire about how long it will take for your enlightenment to happen?" But the young man did not even bother to answer. He continued his dance. Narada asked again, "I am going to the Lord. Have you some message?" But the young man but the young man laughed and continued to dance. Narada went. When he came back after a few days, he told the old man, "I conquered, and God said that you will have to wait at least 3 lives more." The old man became so angry that he threw down his beads. He was almost ready to hit Narada, and he said, "This is nonsense. I have been waiting and waiting, and I have been doing all the kinds of auspicities, chanting, fasting, all forms of rituals. I have fulfilled all the requirements. Now this is too much. 3 lives? This is unjust." Then Narada became very much afraid to tell the young man, because although the young man had not asked him to inquire, he had inquired. The young man was still dancing under his tree, very joyously. Narada was afraid, but still he went and told the young man, "Although you did not ask, out of my own curiosity I inquired. When God said that the old man would have to wait 3 lives, I inquired about the young man just by the side of the tree who was dancing there with his ektara, and he said, that young man, he will have to wait as many lives as there are leaves on the tree under which he is dancing." And the young man started dancing even faster, and he said, "Then it is not very far, just as many leaves as are on this tree. Then it is not very far. Then I have already arrived. Because just think how many trees there are on the whole earth. Compare. So it is very close. Thank you, sir, that you inquired." And he started dancing fast. And the story says that the young man became instantly enlightened that very moment. The story has not said anything about the old sage. I think he must be somewhere here now. He cannot become enlightened. His very approach is wrong. His very approach is that of a tense mind. His very approach is that of a demanding ego. You attain to enlightenment only when there is no ego to demand. Then there is no demand, there is no demander. Time creates the ego. The ego does not exist in animals because they are not conscious of time. The ego does not exist in children because they are also not conscious of time. When you become conscious of time, you become conscious of many things. First, the consciousness of time creates the fear of death. You immediately become conscious of that. That's why we have the same name for both in Sanskrit. We call time Kal and we also call death Kal. We have the same name for both because they are two aspects of the same phenomenon, time and death. They are not separate at all. The moment you become alert about time, become alert about death because time is running out fast. Death is coming, death is there, and you have to do something before it grabs you. Then fear, anxiety, in that fear and anxiety, in that impatience, you can go on searching, but you will not find. It is not that you have to find God, it is not that you have to allow Him to find you. So you have to be in a receptive mood, in a non desiring, non demanding mood, utterly at ease, as if it has already happened. Then there is no need for it to happen. It is as if it has already happened. With this silence, this peace, with this non tense state, it happens. Search out somebody who is not in any need of having followers, who has no need of having a big crowd around him, who is utterly satisfied with himself even when he is alone, who is absolutely contented with his own self. Then he can be of tremendous help. But remember again, the answer is not anywhere else. The answer is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. You are already carrying the answer within yourself. Maybe you have not looked and read it. Maybe you don't know how to decode it. Maybe you have lost the key to your own innermost shrine. Somebody can be of help. One help has come to the innermost being, can show you the path. Buddhas can only show the path. You have to travel. They cannot travel for you. Nobody can create your salvation. It is only your responsibility because it is you who have created the bondage, and it is you who can drop it. Yes, somebody can be of immense help to make you aware, to make you alert about the situation. Think about it.